A man will spend more than 2 years behind bars after a standoff with authorities last December. 47-year-old Frank Thomas previously pleaded no contest to 3 counts, including operating a firearm while intoxicated. 4 other counts were dismissed but read in during today's sentencing. As we've reported, Thomas fired several rounds inside a home in Greenville and threatened a person with a gun. That person was later able to run from the home. The Outagamie County Sheriff's Office issued a shelter-in-place order for people living within a quarter mile of that residence. Thomas will now spend 18 months in prison and 9 months in jail, followed by 2 years of supervised release.